Hello, my name is Caden. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. This is a topic that has come up in some of the comments on my videos, and I want to kind of bridge the gap with Jarhead Six's video recently about 3 things you should know about concealed carry. I want to bridge those two gaps. Okay. Um, I had a comment that said, this is who I am. I've done this training. I've done this training. I also do martial arts training, and I'm also scheduled for James Yeager in July. Um, I go, okay, I don't know what that time period was and with all this training, but for me, it all goes back to image. It all goes back to what the prosecutor could say about you wanting to get into a use of force event. If you go to training, once a month, I don't know what the number would be. To me, anything above 3 is probably excessive in training, and I want to give a definition to what training really is. You going to a gun range and slowly squeezing the trigger is not training. That's practice, okay? You're going to the gun range and practice for something. Training is when you have a teacher, a mentor, whatever you want to call them, a guru, a life coach, helping you out with some kind of a training. Hand-to-hand combat, close quarter combat with handgun, all those other specialized classes that are above training with the gun. Okay, I'm not a big fan of those. You can go around and collect certificates all you want, but that's going to make you look like you want to get into a use of force event. I don't care. People are going to say, "Oh no, that's not true." I'll go talk to a lawyer. Kyle Sweet, again, Kyle Sweet with CCW Safe. This is basically his position. Masada Ayub had some articles on this, so you're not arguing with me. You're arguing with people that are better, smarter, more trained, and brighter than I will ever hope and want to be. Those are the people that you're arguing with, okay? You cannot just go out there and start collecting certificates, okay? And basically what I told her is that, yeah, I'm not a big fan of going around and collecting certificates. However, and she's going to James Yeager's class in July, which is fine. And I assumed that she was going to Tennessee for the class. I know they have satellite classes, so I wasn't really thinking about that. But you can go to a place in Tennessee and spend $1,000, $2,000 on travel, food, hotel, ammunition, blah blah blah. But basically, what I told her was that she was a very specific, specialized thing for her use of force. Her disparity of force is going to be different because she is a female, but she is a black belt. She trains in the martial arts, and she's going to have firearms weapon training. Her level of proportionality is going to be different, more specific than me, a middle-aged fat white guy who trains once in a while, that kind of thing. So it's going to be different. And I basically said that instead of spending all that money, I would divert that money to talking with a lawyer that specializes in self-defense law and go over her specific circumstances, okay? Instead of that next training class, instead of buying that next gun, okay? I highly recommend people going to a lawyer in their area, the area that they predominantly carry in, and sit down with a lawyer and talk to them about innocence, eminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness. You guys have been listening, most of you guys have been listening to my videos for a long time. Learn about innocence, eminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness. Read, do I have any of the books in? I thought I had Mass's book here. Yeah, I do. Here's Masada Ayub's book, okay? He doesn't go through innocence, image, proportional avoidance, and reasonableness. He does the AOJ triad, but he also talks about innocence and reasonableness into it also, okay? Read this book first, and then go to the lawyer and start asking questions about innocence, image, proportional avoidance, and reasonableness for your specific circumstance, okay? Talk to him for an hour. Maybe squeeze out a few more minutes into them. That you're going to have more benefit of understanding what the law requires for you to have a successful self-defense force class. That stupid saying, I would rather be carried judged by 12 than carried by 6. If you don't know the law, there is not going to be any difference. Okay? The jury of 12 aren't going to excuse you because you did something stupid. And actually, the jury is required by law to follow the directions of the court, and that is, did they break the law? Okay? It's not, yes, they broke the law, but we're going to excuse it anyway. Juries can't do that anymore, people. So that saying, I would rather be carried or judged by 12 than carried by 6, is outdated, and it's simple-minded. Just sorry. I get blasted on that a lot just because people truly do not understand what they're saying with that saying anymore, because it's a macho saying, and they're more geared to sounding macho than actually truly understanding how the system works. Okay? Train. I don't have a problem with training. Don't go around the nation collecting certificates. Practice. I don't have you guys, practice. But, it's just as important to train and practice than to sit down with a lawyer maybe once every 4 years and get a greater understanding about innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness, or the AOJ triad for your specific circumstance. My name is Kate, and this is, I didn't really, I didn't bridge the gap of what Jarhead said the 6 was saying, okay? Training, okay? What if his 3 points was training? Again, I don't have a problem with training, all right? What part of training is learning the law. Innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, reasonableness, or the AOJ triad. Whatever works for you better, okay? That was the bridge gap, and hopefully this is a better completed sit down, bar on the stool. Yeah, I get comments. You ramble too much. You don't have a congruent thing on what you want to say on YouTube. I think you should sit down and write notes. That's not how I do videos anymore. It's just like you and I sitting at a bar stool somewhere and talking. It's not an itemized get through, blow out some kind of a video. It's just you and I sitting at a bar stool talking somewhere. And that's how I like to do my videos. My name is Kate, and this is Castle Village, your home defense network. I hope this helps.